Drivers behind the line, starting in 3, 2, 1, rebuild.
First 20 seconds of a rebuild match is completely autonomous. Robots using pre-programmed code, trying to launch as many of those fuel as possible into those hubs. Both of those hubs active, and each of those fuel worth 1 point for their alliance. Human players outside of the outpost and go and toss a couple of those. Each of those still worth 1 point for their alliance. There's a slight advantage for scoring the most amount of fuel during the autonomous period, which we're just now exiting. Scores 22-15 in favor of the Blue Alliance. Both teams will be temporarily active during that transition period. Teams now moving tele-operated, meaning human players have picked up their controllers, are driving the robots that their teams built this past season, and they're going to continue to move the robot around the field of play and score points for their alliance. 84-31 has a slightly squashed drivetrain, allowing them to maneuver around the field of play. A lot of teams will continue to have some of that bumper-on-bumper action, which is allowed. Red Alliance is the only active hub at a moment. They'll kind of switch between those opportunities. Each of those shifts 20 seconds for each alliance. Score is currently 42-21 in favor of your Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance now getting that hub reactivated. Red Alliance now getting an opportunity to move around the field of play and pick up as many fuel as possible, trying to store up those fuel for a future scoring opportunity. Blue Alliance picking up fuel from their Alliance station. Only 9 seconds remain during their active area. 10:24 the kilobytes and 69:56 West Shamrock Robotics scoring a couple of those fuel while their hub was active. Red Alliance hub now becoming active itself. Next 20 seconds will be their opportunity to tighten up that point gap difference. Currently about 55 points to differentiate these two alliances. 51-88 West Classified Robotics looking to deliver a couple of fuel into their hub. Each of those worth 1 point for their team. Just under a minute remaining in the match. Blue Alliance getting their next scoring opportunity now. Red Alliance, since their hub has now become deactivated, is trying to pick up as much fuel as possible and store them for that final scoring opportunity. This is the last time a single hub will be active before we get into that end game period. 292 with the robot Sergeant Joe picking up some fuel that they've now cornered away in their side of the field. 84-31 now making a treacherous journey across the field, trying to pick up some of that fuel that the Blue Alliance was hoping to store away. Last 30 seconds, it's the end game period. Both teams now have their active hub. Teams trying to score final scoring opportunities. Red Alliance was well prepared for that, trying to tighten up that gap, 103-63. 40 points is deciding between these teams, but plenty of points available in climb, or many teams will continue to score fuel for their alliance. Final 10 seconds here. Teams continuing to get as much as possible. 10:24 appears to be elevated off the ground, but that's all the time we had for qualification match 8 here at the FIN Columbus event. Stick tight to qualification match. Your winners, the Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance with 158. Red Alliance is 72. Blue Alliance going to get 3 ranking points for that match for winning. 292 heading up in those rankings for increasing their ranking point average. Blue Alliance taking it with a score of 150.